Welcome to the iPitch Ask Me Anything session. We're just going to wait for a couple of more seconds to have everyone join the session, and we'll quickly begin. Meanwhile, I'll quickly introduce myself and my colleagues here from Wilgrow. I'm Akshata Suraj from the Ecosystem Development Team, and joining me are my colleagues Rohang and Ali. We're extremely excited to have you all join this session. Just 6 days to go for iPitch. This is your chance to interact with Shashank here from Caspian Debt and ask him any questions that you have about their investment thesis and the kind of startups that they're looking to support through iPitch this year. And as you're all aware, iPitch is larger than ever, with 11 coalition partners that have come together to scout for social enterprises across India. And we have a pot size of 5 million USD up for grabs this year. And not just that, all shortlisted iPitch applicants get access to over 1,200 impact investors and incubators on Artha's network, which completely ties into our objective of wanting to bridge the gap between impact investors and social entrepreneurs. So without further ado, I'm just going to quickly hand it over to Shashank, and just a quick recap. It's going to be the first 10 minutes. Shashank is going to take us through their investment thesis, followed by 20-minute Q&A, where you can either raise your hand, unmute, and Rohang will ask you to unmute yourself and ask your question, or you can type in to the chat box or DM Rohang as well. So over to you, Shashank.
Thanks, Akshata. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thanks for joining. I'll just share my screen to walk you through quickly from a point of view of what we do and our value proposition, right? So let me just do it. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So we are Caspian Debt. And our parent company is Caspian Advisor that manages multiple funds, and I'll talk briefly about it. And I'm going to touch briefly on topics because I want to give you more time to ask questions, right? So we work with enterprises that are scaling up and are working towards higher social or environmental impact, and doing so in a responsible, transparent, and sustainable manner. So we want to support such enterprises by providing them customized debt, which helps them, to maintain the control over their ventures, helps them manage cost of capital, and we also try to do it digitally. And our portfolio companies tell us that we are some of the fastest in this ticket size, right? So this is a bit of Caspian's history. So in fact, debt is relatively newer for Caspian. We started doing debt through our NBFC. Our NBFC's name is Caspian Impact Investment. We started doing it only towards the end of 2013, whereas Caspian Advisors is now close to 17 years old entity. And on your screen are our first funds, Bellwether Microfinance Fund, India Financial Inclusion Fund, and Caspian SME Impact Fund. These three, very interestingly, all equity funds. As I mentioned, we started debt only 8 years back, close to 8 years back. This was, after our Bellwether and India Financial Inclusion Fund were all invested and were in exit mode. That's when our portfolio companies started approaching us for anti-dilutive capital, because they had already scaled up, they had proven their profitability, and they wanted debt, but there was not enough opportunity for them to raise. That's when we saw an opportunity, and we went ahead launching our own NBFC to do it, right? So these are our older funds. Bellwether and India Financial Inclusion Fund have exited 90% of the investments, and they were invested in some of the marquee names. Bellwether was first invested in companies like Ujjivan, Janalakshmi, which have become small finance banks. Of course, now I'm talking about 15 years back, when they were fledgling entities. Caspian SMB Impact Fund is a agri focused fund. Again, an equity fund. We just invested our corpus. We just committed that as well. So the partners that we work with are on your screen. And these have been our partners. For example, equity investors, Grey Ghost, FMO, and Triodos have been our long-term partners since our first fund. So they've been with us for 16 years now. And then we also raise debt from international and local banks and other financial institutions. And then we have partnerships, sector-focused partnerships, like with Rabobank in food and agri, and then with USAID on multiple sectors. So what I want to talk to this audience specifically, I want to address one question first, which is quite common, and the awareness is still low because we kind of do this on daily basis. And we interact with founders, entrepreneurs on daily basis. Debt versus equity, right? That's one question which we have realized is not really well understood. Equity is much more in the limelight in the media, and that's why it's also well understood. And India has seen a boom recently in venture capital. So most of us really understand, debt, that too for startups and growing enterprise at this stage is not really well understood. Now, we, in our experience of evaluating close to 2,000 startups and small and medium enterprises in the last 8 years, and having funded now close to 170 of them, we think we have gained some understanding there. Now, so the nature of debt and equity is slightly different. Equity is expected to be a long-term capital where the returns are not provided in a fixed schedule, right? Equity investors seek returns, but they do not seek fixed returns on monthly, quarterly, yearly basis. That's where it is a long-term capital, a slightly more patient capital, if you will. But also equity results in dilution of ownership, right? Whenever I, as a founder, have to raise equity, I have to part away a certain share capital and then raise funds in lieu of that. Now come to the other end. Debt is a relatively less flexible capital compared to equity. Why? Because there is a fixed agreed repayment schedule. If any of you have taken a personal loan or a home loan, you know how it works, right? There is a fixed repayment schedule. Though we customize it heavily for enterprises, with moratoriums being provided and structures being built. But once it is signed, it is a fixed repayment schedule, right? So that's one key difference for founders to understand. And one big advantage we have seen that our portfolio founders really value it for is you don't lose control or ownership, but have to pay a fixed rate of interest in lieu of that. That is one big advantage, apart from, of course, just having funds, right? That's the first advantage one can have. Now, equity should ideally be used for long-term investments. For example, developing your team, capability, new products, right? So all these are high-risk experiments that you should do from higher risk capital, which is equity. Debt should ideally be used where cash flow is more predictable. That's a one-line use. Whenever you ask yourself, should I be raising debt? The question you should answer for your enterprise is, do I have predictable cash flows, right? These can be from working capital. This can be for your inventory. This can be for your receivables or an equipment. It might be, significant but lump sum expenditure, but you have a visibility of money coming back from customers sometimes down the line. It might be a few months to few years in parts, right? But it's a predictable purpose. Wherever predictability is higher, you can use debt. So that's a question I would suggest you to answer for yourself, right? So that's the first part. Second part is actually when not to raise. If your enterprise doesn't have revenue yet, you should not think about that unless it is coming from family, friends, or as a 0% loan that need to be returned years down the line, right? So that's a soft loan. No revenues, commercial debt. You should not think about it. No unit economics proven. This is debatable. Many companies, startups, because they've raised large surplus of capital through equity, where unit economics is also not proven. They tend to raise debt also to extend runway. But my suggestion is you should not think about that until the unit economics is proven, not just on paper, in operations. When you have no cash, yeah, that's not the ideal time to raise debt, or rather any capital, right? If you have experienced it, you get the worst bargain possible if you don't have sufficient cash in hand. Fourth is a great situation to be in. You have enough and surplus cash from operations. I mean, if I have surplus cash from operations for meeting my aspirations, I know 12 months down the line, 6 months down the line, 24 months down the line, I have to achieve XYZ business and growth, and I already have surplus cash from operations. I'm in a great situation to be in. That's the best you can hope. Why is that? Right, that's a happy situation to be in. No need of external capital when your customers are paying. Best source of capital is customer, by the way. It's not equity investors or debt providers or even grants. Last is when you already have high financial leverage. If you already leveraged debt, right, it's not advisable to leverage more. Ideally, their financial leverage should be between 1 to 2, depending upon business. You should not go beyond more. Financial leverage is basically debt divided by the share capital plus reserves and surplus, right? So quickly, this is our product structure. And I wanted to really give it here so that many people ask this question, what's really the cost, right? This is the cost, 15 to 17% is the cost. We do 50 lakh to 10 crore kind of funding. We fund for working capital, we fund for capital expenditure. We also do venture debt for many VC-backed companies who might have raised Series A, B, or we have seen companies till Series D stage, because our ticket size makes sense only until that stage. We can go as high as 15 crore INR from as low as 50 lakh kind of debt, right? And we do pure collateral free. What does collateral mean? It basically means any external personal fixed assets that you need to provide, because if you've dealt with a bank, that's the normal requirement banks ask. We don't need 3 years of profitability if the companies are growing and have unit economics and cash in hand. And we do revolving limits, we do term loans, and I'll quickly move further. Happy to answer more if you have any questions, right? So yeah, then what do we evaluate? These are very 4 broad things that we evaluate as a fund. We see governance and management team, board members, who are they, how involved are they in guiding the company. Business and operations risk, of course, it involves business model and the potential that the business has. Process and system, internal controls that the company has set for itself, and I can talk in detail about it, but I won't because of the time. And of course, the financial performance. I just thought I'll give you these 3 thumb rules specifically for us. For our ticket size, we have seen that companies that have minimum 2 crore if it's a pure services companies, up to 5 crore if it's a product and distribution enterprise. That's the minimum revenue where our ticket size makes sense for companies. Otherwise, if you take on debt at very early stage and very high debt, it tends to become burden on the company. So that is not advisable. We we strongly recommend to stay away if you're at that early stage. Avoid high quantum of debt, right? We like profitable companies, but if the companies are not profitable, we still evaluate, and we have funded many such companies, but they should have visibility of profitability, or they have greater than 1 year of cash runway in hand. And as I was talking, financial leverage should be less than 1.5 compared to your capital and reserves. Your debt should be under 1.5. That's a thumb rule. It's sometimes very different for different businesses, but that's a thumb rule, right? I have covered some things in detail, but I would want to pause here in case there are questions. Happy to take them right now.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sushant, for that. There are a couple of questions in the chat box. We'll begin with the questions. We'll begin with Balakrishna's question. They ask whether your company would be able to look into an SME company which is delving into the health sector, which turned profitable from the third year of its operation, that is financial year 2021 onwards.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Balakrishna. I just seeing the chat window as well, right? So shorter answer, yes. We can look at professionally managed SMEs who might not have raised external institutional capital also, but they are managed in a professional way. They have dedicated people to manage operations, and if it is not a family-owned and family-run company, we are happy to evaluate, and we have funded such companies in past. Yes, Mr. Balakrishna, any specific comment or question? You feel free to just unmute yourself, please.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, good evening. Good evening. I am from Cochin, Kerala. Okay. Okay. We have already submitted our pitch to iPitch section. Okay. Ours is a company from healthcare sector. Okay, third year, especially in this medical consumers. PPE kit, mask, and everything. Operational theater. Okay, across all medical, ENT, gynec, everything. All. Okay, we are having around 2.39 crore as our paid up capital, and we are turned positive now. Actually, we need little what you call for a capex. We are looking at equity plus debt or that combination. We have our own land, our own this thing, very valuable company, and the CEO is become ICW. He is having international experience also. CFO. That is the history. Sure. Anyway, detailed pitch we already submitted.
Yeah, no, great that you've already submitted to iPitch. We will be happy to evaluate
because why I asked this is from your website. I have seen that you may not look into some companies, where 3 year, 4 year condition that you are putting there. That's what just I wanted to clarify.
No, so we look at 3 years of operations, not necessarily 3 years of profitability.
Then fine.
Yeah. So, but good to hear that you have already applied to iPitch. I think we would be happy to evaluate, as part of the iPitch process.
And we have a plan, even as per BSc, NSC norms, we are already eligible for listing in SME, this thing, because our, this is more than 1 crore and we are already having profit, but valuation will be very less. That's why we are hesitant. So we want somebody to come with us so that we can expand some more and then go for listing. That's the idea.
Yeah. Understood.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at the chat window. Girish had a question. Does your organization invest in early stage startup or require some traction? Thanks, Girish. So traction is absolutely must, and I would answer it generally, not just from Caspian debt perspective. There are many other debt funds that are now active, be it venture debt or NBFCs, or there is now international capital also flowing in as debt. Without traction, without revenue, you should not look at that. That's the shorter version of answer, right? As I mentioned, wherever you have some vintage, then only you should look at it as a capital. Right now, at this stage, equity or grants are the ideal tool for your venture. Okay, so Mr. Ravi Shastri is asking Caspian investment recycling efforts specifically. Yes, happy to evaluate, sir. We accept one sector, which is municipal waste management. That's an exclusion sector for us. We are very active in all other social and environmental sectors. Clean energy, climate is very kind of important for us. Happy to talk to you, and if you've already applied via iPitch, we will obviously look at the information that you share. If you've not, please do apply.
I have a question.
Okay. Yes, sir. Ravi, sir, please go ahead.
So how do we get in touch with you? Because I wrote to Srinivas at Caspian and I haven't yet heard back.
Okay. So, Srinivas, okay. Are you, sir, first, are you looking for equity or debt?
We would prefer to go to the debt model.
Okay, so then, okay, Srinivas is not the right person. Srinivas looks at our equity investments. Feel free to write to me as well. I'll be happy to share my email ID. It's sushant@caspian.in, and I can type it out in chat window just for your convenience as well. Happy to talk right once you've shared some information.
Sounds good, Sushant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was just reading a question which I missed. It was from Madhu Balaji. What would be your assessment of skill development training companies in IT and ITES look like? So we have funded a few companies in skilling within skilling domain. These were typically targeting vocational segment, but happy to learn more as part of iPitch. If you have applied, happy to learn more about your venture. Skilling also, we definitely are active. And let me know if I'm missing anything. Feel free to, Wilgrow team, feel free to point out. Okay, so Nitin had a question. Will Caspian ever step into a safe slash CCDs at a future date? Thanks, Nitin. So we, from Caspian debt, right, the mandate is to purely focus on debt, all kinds of debt. We do NCDs, like we have done 6-year non-convertible debentures also in some cases, right? Wherever we felt the comfort and there were sizable organizations, we have done that. But we will not be doing compulsory convertible instruments through this fund because that's a equity nature. We do it separately from our equity funds. Our last equity fund was very sector focused, agri, and we are going to also launch a new early stage equity fund for agri. So there definitely these tools might be looked on, but within that we'll not be looking at compulsory convertible instruments. I hope that answered.
Sushant, Rajbir has raised his hand.
Okay, feel free to ask Rajbir.
Hello. Hello everyone. Basically मैं राजवीर जींद हरियाणा से बात कर रहा हूँ सर. सुशांत जी.
Okay.
Do you convenient in Hindi? If don't mind.
मैं आपका पड़ोसी हूँ राजवीर जी. मैं टोहाना का नाम अगर आपने सुना है तो मैं वहाँ से बिलोंग करता हूँ.
मेरे इधर से होके निकलना है. आपकी बार निकलो तो चाय पी के जाना. बेसिकली मेरा अपना एक स्टार्टअप है. बेसिकली मैं रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज लिमिटेड का एम्प्लॉय रहा, तो हमारे यहाँ पे रूरल का काफी कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है. इन दैट केस पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ही हमारा एक विकल्प है. तो हम चाहते हैं, हमने पिछले लॉकडाउन से पहले तो हमने एक प्रैक्टिकल करके दिखा, एक एक्सपेरिमेंट करके देखा कि हमने अपनी गाड़ियां डाली और सब कुछ रेडी टू मूव किया. तो मैं चाहता हूं कि क्या विल ग्रो या जो कैस्पियंस है वो इस तरीके के स्टार्टअप्स को भी प्रमोट या सपोर्ट करता है क्या? कि आई एम जस्ट लुकिंग फॉर द फंड्स. In any case, I think it's be debt or liquidity funds, equity funds.
ठीक है.
So
Rajveer, तो
prototype application in the both form iOS applications, everything's ready to move. And मेरे पास पोटेंशियल भी बहुत ज्यादा है, क्योंकि मैं चाहता हूँ कि हम टायर 2, टायर 3 और मेट्रो सिटीज के रूरल के साथ जोड़ें, और ये संभवतः मैंने करके देखा है. और इसके लिए ही मैं लॉकडाउन में थोड़ा सा इस लॉकडाउन की मार में आ गया था, तो अभी हम इसको मूव कर रहे हैं. तो अगर इस दैट केस में आप मेरी कोई सहायता कर सकते.
थैंक्स राजवीर. तो कैस्पियन डेट की तरफ से वो रेलेवेंट नहीं होगा इस स्टेज पे, क्योंकि आप अभी प्रूफ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट स्टेज पे हैं, तो उस स्टेज में आपको डेट नहीं लेना चाहिए. नॉट जस्ट कैस्पियन से, कहीं से भी मेरा सजेशन होगा. बट आई पिच में बाकी पार्टिसिपेंट्स भी काफी हैं. देयर आर अदर इन्वेस्टर्स लाइक जो उस स्टेज में देख रहे हैं. विलग्रो टीम कंफर्म कर सकती है कि वो सेक्टर मैंडेट में आएगा कि नहीं. बट यहाँ पे बिकॉज देयर आर लाइक 9-10 पार्टनर्स, आपका देयर इज हाई चांस कि किसी ना किसी के फोकस में वो आएगा, बिकॉज आप जो कर रहे हैं इट्स हाई इम्पैक्ट. तो अगर कोई इन्वेस्टर्स पीओसी स्टेज में कर रहा है तो आई वुड एनकरेज यू, एंड विलग्रो टीम कैन कंफर्म.
श्योर राजवीर, आप जरूर अप्लाई करिए आईपिच में. और
मैंने ऑलरेडी
अच्छा,
अप्लाई कर दिया अक्षता जी.
बहुत अच्छे. तो फिर वही जैसे सुशांत ने बोला कि ये जो हमारे बाकी 10 पार्टनर्स हैं वो भी आपकी एप्लीकेशन को देखेंगे, और उनके मैंडेट के हिसाब से अगर वो मैच करता है तो जरूर आपका एप्लीकेशन शॉर्टलिस्ट किया जाएगा.
थैंक यू फॉर कंसर्न्स.
श्योर राजवीर. ओके.
Good evening.
Next is
Can I ask a question?
Please go ahead. Is it
Yes.
Hema? I can see Hema name on
Yes.
my screen.
Good evening. So I'm a doctor. I have a product which is like prototype is ready, and I have used it before, but I want to scale it up so that I can reach the tier 2, tier 3 cities with developing an interactive digital platform for training the physiotherapist and to reach the patients for follow-up and tracking them how they are doing, because the concept is that it is developed for these cerebral palsy or stroke patients who have deformities after they have these incidents, and they need prolonged physiotherapy, but they cannot come to the clinic, especially the tier 2, tier 3 cities, because it is practically impossible to bring the patient which is disabled to the clinic. So I want to develop this platform along with my physical product so that we can keep in touch with the patient. So it's like digital or telecommunication, telemedicine, along with e-commerce. So can I apply in iPitch Willgrow for this, or because it is only in a MVP stage, prototype is only ready?
Yeah, so I'll answer this on behalf of Willgrow team also. Shorter answer is yes, Seema. There will be definitely other investors who are interested in healthcare as a segment, and yours is very interesting, where you're trying to bring in technology in terms of product also and digital services also in physiotherapy. I think I personally believe there is a lot of scope. So not Caspian debt, because as I mentioned, we don't come in at the time of MVP stage or POC stage, right? We need to see cash flows because it's debt, right? But otherwise, there are other partners. I'm sure there are other healthcare focused partners also, right, Akshata?
Yes.
Absolutely, yes. So Hema, you should definitely apply to iPitch because there are the other partners who are focusing as healthcare as their focus area, a focus sector. So
Yes.
yeah, and they'd be happy to review your application.
Yes, I don't have any traction per se right now. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Just the prototype is ready. So
Yeah, sure. I mean, it will be a good way to kind of just have your application notice as well. And if at all, you know, because this will basically give you an opportunity for it to be reviewed by all the partners. So definitely, if, you know, they see some sort of potential, they would be happy to get in touch with you. So yeah, I'd encourage you to apply. Yeah.
yes, and what is the funding range that I can avail for this kind of my project?
That is completely dependent on
No,
the partner.
because there are ranges now for pre-seed and seed and like that. So I'm
Yeah,
a novice in this, so please being a doctor.
So I think it differs from partner to partner. The ticket sizes that we are overall looking at range from 25K USD to 1 million USD.
Okay.
So I hope that gives you an idea. And
Yes.
this will be dependent on each of the partners. So yeah.
Yes.
We're actually at 5:31. Shashank, would you like to take a few more questions?
I can spend 5 more minutes.
Sure.
Shashank, my name is Dr. Banu. Yeah, hi Akshata.
Hi, Banu.
Thank you for this call. It's very needed, much session. Are you allowed to submit multiple proposals, or you will only fund one project? That's my question. First question. And second question is, I have a soup product, which is diabetic friendly, starch-free soup product. And I work on a software platform as well. So I have 2 proposals to submit. So my question was, are we allowed to submit 2 proposals?
Yeah, okay. It would be better, Banu, if you can make it like give a concise, in one application itself, the kind of ventures that you're currently running. And if it's in the same area as healthcare sector, so makes sense to mention both the, innovations that you're currently working on. So yeah, rather than, sending 2 applications.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm seeing just one question, so that I'll quickly address it. I think
Sure.
Tamal had asked this earlier also. Yeah, Tamal, I see the question why while the sector would be matching, but yeah, the stage might not be because of our ticket size. That's why I mentioned, because of our ticket size, we realize the 2 to 5 crore revenue is a minimum requirement, whereas your venture is in slightly early stage for that. So not right now, but few months down the line, when you are closer to that mark, happy to evaluate. But of course, that doesn't stop you from applying to iPitch, right? Because there are others. It's not just of course, in case if you're looking for debt only, then I think there is only Caspian Debt as part of this. Then, but there are other sources of capital like grants and equity that you can consider. So Ritesh had asked one question: do you guys provide moratorium period on debt? Yes. So once the companies fit into our criteria and in a due diligence, we customize the funding a lot. So shorter answer is yes. No, we do provide. Okay, I think I noticed one more question. Do you invest in agribusiness sector? We aim to export business of agriculture product. Yes, Kaushik, we do look at agri sector very actively. Caspian was one of the first investors to start evaluate agri ventures. We have provided debt to now close to 40 agri enterprises, right? So if you've already submitted, happy to evaluate. I guess we are done. Happy to answer if there's any last question.
Yeah, I think they're saying whether there is a potential for funding for a solar firm. I think that would be okay. Go ahead, Shashank. And also, do we need to be registered as a private limited company to take part, or a firm registration is good?
Akshita,
Thank you for asking that question, by the way. So I didn't highlight that. We evaluate, as of now, we evaluate only private limited companies. Yeah, so that's the shorter answer. But yeah, solar companies we have evaluated, not just EPC, even digital, companies that are pure asset light within clean energy and solar space, we have evaluated. Yes. Thank you.
Great, awesome. Thank you so much, Shashank, for taking the time to do this. And I really hope that this has been insightful for all the entrepreneurs. Again, please do apply to iPitch 6 days to go. I'd be happy to take any questions regarding the application form. Shashank, feel free to drop out of the call. But again, thank you so much for joining this call today.
Thanks, Akshata, Rohan, Ali, and everyone else for joining. Yeah, see you all as part of iPitch applications when we review them. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Sushant.
Take care.